What's going on, guys? It's your friend Jack here, and today we're going to be covering some hot and low competition niches. And for now, for this week, we aren't going to be covering any directly researched trends from Redbubble. However, a lot of these niches do apply to pretty much every site because I have tried to make them as universal as possible, so they can apply to more than just Merch by Amazon. However, the data we're pulling is from Merch by Amazon because on Merch by Amazon I can see how many sales these niches have got and their search volume. So it's a lot more comprehensive and an easier way to estimate how you could get sales on these designs. Where on Redbubble you can't really tell how many people are buying these designs. So I figured for this episode we're just going to try sticking to Merch by Amazon research design. So like I said, this is going to be a hot kind of niches, but also lower competition niches. So what I mean is these niches are going to be on Amazon. They're going to be, there's proof of them being bought. We're going to look for low BSRs, meaning frequent sales on these designs, but also inside of niches that are lower competition and you could actually get a piece of the pie in. And this is episode number 6 of this, print-on-demand niches series. So let's go on to the next slide, where we talk about how it's Merch by Amazon, which I already told you. So now let's get on to the actual niches. And instead of going slide by slide this time, I'm going to be going through the actual search results so you can see live in time with me what we're looking at, not just 3 or 4 results, but the whole page. All right, and here we are on our first niche, which is disc golf. And this niche, it's not super low competitive. A lot of these niches aren't super low, like 100, 200. But the reason for that is when you're trying to find a quality niche, you want to look for not just only, really low results, but you need to have some demand there, some history of sales and things like that. So let's take a look at this niche, and you're going to see the first 4 results all have bestseller ratings under 1 million, meaning there's a really, really good chance they've sold within the last month. It's almost certain. So these BSRs are pretty good. Under 1 million is good. Anything under 1 million means it has sold recently. So we scroll down here and we're going to see a BSR of 169,000. This one does have some reviews, so there's a bit of competition here. But honestly, with only 484 results for the keyword disc golf, the main keyword of this whole niche, it's a pretty broad niche. It's a whole kind of sport or hobby in itself, so it's not even niche down that far. And with only 484 results, I really think this is a good niche that you could get some evergreen sales in, because people, in parts of the world like Florida or places that are warm all the time, there's people who play disc golf very often, and there's probably more of them than you think. If these shirts are selling for 262,000 BSR, meaning they're selling, every day, every other day for these BSRs. They're selling quite frequently. So that's just my opinion. I think this first page of results speaks for itself. There are a lot of different ideas you can take. You can look into this hobby and get some more like kind of puns and ideas on how the sport works. But ultimately, not even all these designs are disc golf related. Or maybe I'm just not seeing that enough. But a lot of them aren't even disc golf directly disc golf niches, and you can sub niche with disc golf to kind of hit 2 birds with 1 stone. And honestly, I think this is a great niche, and that's the first niche for this. Now let's move on to the second niche, which is going to be I do all my own stunts. Now this niche is kind of a weird niche. You can apply it to a bunch of different sports, a bunch of different people, and kind of put different kind of spins on it. There's the first example is skiing. The second example is a more generic kind of just person with a broken leg. The third one is just someone jumping. The fourth one is, someone with a horse. So there's a lot of different types of niches inside this keyword of I do all my own stunts. It's a really good idea, to get into a niche. So you want to get into the horse riding niche, which is very, very saturated. You could put in I do all my own stunts, and it's a horse riding playoff of this niche. And when we scroll down here, you're going to see 100,000 BSR, 245,000 BSR, 100,000 BSR, Amazon's choice on that one, another 100,000 BSR. Yes, these are established listings, so I wouldn't recommend going directly into the generic I do all my own stunts. I would put a spin on it like skiing or, biking, dirt biking, motocross, whatever you want to do. You could even put a spin on an everyday activity turn into a stunt like, motherhood. and you could, I do all my own stunts, and you could kind of have, a person holding like 10 babies, right? So you could have a lot of different ideas here. That's just something that came to mind right away. But I think this is a good niche, and the keyword I do all my own stunts only has 277 results and a lot of bestsellers, a lot of really good sellers. All right, and the next niche we're going to be looking at is the Anticorn niche, and the Anticorn niche is only 462 results, and we're going to scroll here. You're going to see the BSRs are very impressive. The amount of sales these shirts are making, this one's even at 1307 with a review, so you do have some tough competition and pricing standpoints, but honestly, a lot of these bestsellers are selling at $18.99. The quality of design is just higher on them, so they can charge more, but it's a good niche. There's also Mama Corn. I believe there's some other ones. Mama Corn's a bit more competitive, but you can imagine you could mask different things with a corn and make it a unicorn, and it will sell. Just put some cool, funny text, make a little joke, and you have a nice design that, this niche is proof of selling. There's a lot of niche, history right here. This one, 77,000, a crazy seller. So as you can see, a good niche, and with only, a couple hundred results, it's not going to really be a bad idea. If you have any kind of unicorn graphic, you can make a funny joke with the Anticorn niche. Get a unicorn, put Anticorn, put something funny underneath. It doesn't have to be exactly what these texts are. Make up your own joke. Make up something humorous, something that someone will enjoy, and put on a shirt and test out this niche. 462 results. Honestly, really good niche. Alright, now we're going to be looking at the fourth niche, which is Softball Mama or Softball Mom. Right now I'm looking at the Softball Mama with only 201 results for this keyword. So you could put Softball Mom and Softball Mama. I'm going to go show you guys Softball Mom in a sec. But Softball Mama, the keyword only has 200 results. So if you were going to try to rank for one of the two, either Softball Mom or Softball Mama, Mama is going to be easier to rank for. And it does still have sales. This one right here is strictly a Softball Mama design. 534,000 BSR. Pretty good. Definitely could improve too, with these BSRs being 96,000, 211,000 in the Softball Mama or the Ballpark Mama. That's another keyword you can include in your listing. Ballpark Mama niche. But yeah, Softball Mama, a good niche. Once again, I can't really say that I wouldn't go into this myself. This is the one I actually viewed when it was selling really good, and I was looking at niches, and I kind of went and investigated which niche this design was in, and I found out there is actually not that much competition in the Softball Mom and the Softball Mama niche. So it's a really good low competition niche that has a lot of sales history, which is once again why I include it in this list. And real quick, let's go look at the Softball Mom. So a bit more results, 947, but you're not just going to rank for Softball Mom. A lot of these niches or these designs, they don't even have Softball Mama in their tags or keywords or metadata. So I think if you can put Softball Mama, Softball Mom, Ballpark Mom, those three key phrases right there in your listings, I think you're gonna have a really good chance of ranking for one of these designs and making some sales, because there is a lot of demand. As you can see here, 187,000, 300,000. The one we see up above was 79,000 BSR. So a lot of bestseller ratings, 96,000. That you could get your hands on, and there's not that much competition in this niche, so I thought I'd share with you guys. But with that being said, let's move on to the fifth and final niche, and that is Lunch Lady. Okay, I know, 700 results, don't run away just yet. Thing is, Lunch Lady, that's the only keywords I put in here, and for Amazon merch shirts, we're only getting 712 results, which is actually quite surprising. You'd think Lunch Lady by itself would have a lot more designs, but the truth is, there's not that many lunch ladies, but not that many people think to make a lunch lady shirt. There is niche down versions of the lunch lady shirt. So this one obviously is Easter. This one kind of mixes with Friends. It's a bit iffy. I'm assuming they don't mention Friends in the listing. It's a bit iffy, but proceed with your own caution. Design at your own risk. But you're gonna see this is actually the same kind of design that we've seen on the Mama. Softball Mom, same kind of hairdo and glasses, but they just put Lunch Lady on it. So if you can get a graphic like that, I wouldn't take that graphic, but if you can get a graphic that kind of applies to moms or lunch ladies, or like kind of like this kind of aesthetic, I guess, then you can actually do multiple niches that are similar to lunch ladies or moms or anything like that, and you can put it in, just add text, which is a really good idea. But lunch lady design, only 700 results, and we're gonna look here, bestseller ratings, bunch of them under 1 million. Right here, all this one says is hashtag lunch lady life. So you could also rank for other keywords other than just lunch lady. School lunch lady squad, lunch lady life. Lunch lady something. There's a lot of other key phrases you can rank for. Not your average school lunch monitor. So not your average. I've actually made designs with the not your average niche in other ways, but it's a good, funny niche. People enjoy the little puns, and people are going to enjoy those types of shirts. So if you can mix other popular niches with the lunch lady niche, then you double your chance of success in my eyes. And you're going to see just tons of selling designs in the lunch lady niche and not that many results. So not that much competition. Lunch lady squad. This one is an established listing, but I think lunch lady squad has a certain appeal to it because someone will buy 1, 2, 3 for all their lunch lady coworkers, and then bam, they're in business. You have 3 sales at once. It's a good niche to get into. There's definitely some potential for your shirt to get talked about among their people who are owning the shirt. They'll actually buy it for other people, or they'll share where they got their shirt, and then they'll come to your listing, things like that. So I think this is a really good niche, and that is the 5th and final niche for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this style of me kind of looking through the listings. Let me know if you like this style or me just showing 3 listings. I think this is a little bit better. I can give you guys more of my thoughts on each niche, and I think it's just a more in-depth kind of overview of the niche. So if you guys enjoyed this video whatsoever, please leave a like, and it's been your friend Jack. Try out some lunch lady niches, try out some of the softball mom niches and all that good stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next freaking video. Peace.